that is, felt that Buck earned the backup job because of that strong right arm and the potential in the future.
Gotta love that zing. Saints needing 2 scores in the final 5 minutes, and that pass deflected at the line of scrimmage.
That might have been the rookie Tommy Jeter.
It was
his
indeed.
first action.
Jeter, rookie from Texas, taken in the 3rd round, got a hand on it.
There he is, number 98, right in the middle of the screen. Doesn't get much of a pass rush against Kennard, but what he does is he stops, sees the quarterback, gets his left hand up, and that's as good a play as sacking the quarterback, almost.
Back to their 4-receiver set with 4:47 remaining. Down 15-6. 2nd and 10. First down, New Orleans. Floyd Turner.
Hebert's got to hurry the offense up now. He's going to call this play from the line of scrimmage as they pick up the first down. No time to waste, 4.5 minutes to go.
Quickly, crossing pattern, Turner. Those won't help a whole lot. 4 yards and the clock will run.
And what we're seeing now is the Eagles content to just rush 4 linemen at Hebert, drop off the remaining 7 and into their zones and let Hebert pick away and use up time off the clock.
They have all of their timeouts. They hand it off to Hilliard. Good looking play to the 46 of Philadelphia. That is only the 7th first down of the game for New Orleans.
That's why the Eagles were number 1 against the run, against the pass, and total defense last year.
So the chain gang hurries in place. 3:30 remaining. Sideline pattern going long, and the Saints have it. The completion by Early at the 10. .37 yards. Izell Jenkins on the coverage.
And out of bounds to stop the clock. It appeared Jenkins had the inside position, but that ball surprised him. Hebert really gets it out there nicely. The ball carries just far enough to Early, and now he falls out of bounds, stopping the clock at the 10-yard line. Saints showing their championship medal.
Looking for their first touchdown. Trailing 15-6. Timeout. Ooh.
Play clock was almost down to 0, and Hebert had to call timeout. That could really be costly.
Leaves the Saints with 2.
This is very unusual. Watch Jenkins here, and this is Early. Jenkins' responsibility is to just get down here in the deep third of the field and not let anybody get behind him. It's just a plain zone defense, and this is a cardinal sin of any defender in a zone defense is to let somebody get behind you, and I know Izell's going to hear about that one from Bud Carson, among others.
3:20 remaining. They're down 9. They need 2 scores. The Eagles have missed 2-point afters and really numerous other chances in New Orleans territory. And Hebert, who has really had an awful second half.
But he's a competitor, and he has competed on this drive, hanging in there. This is a tough situation for a quarterback, especially against this front four of the Eagles.
You have to give him a lot of credit for the way he has come back on this drive. He sends 3 receivers to the left. Rolls out to the end zone, and touchdown New Orleans. Wesley Carroll.
Bobby Hebert does a great job on this play, Jim, of avoiding a man coming free. Wes Hopkins came on the safety blitz. Nobody picked him up. Hebert rolled away from him, found his receiver Carroll for the touchdown. Great play by Bobby Hebert.
He had been 1 out of 13 in this half with 2 interceptions before this drive. And on this drive, 4 out of 4, 54 yards, and the touchdown strike. High snap, fielded by Barnhart, and it's 15-13 Philadelphia.
Hopkins is going to come from the outside here on the safety blitz. Watch Hebert, see him coming free. There he is right there along with Joyner. Nobody blocks him, but Hebert still has the ability to run around back there, avoids the sack from Reggie White, finds Carroll for the touchdown. Great play. He wasn't even looking at Hopkins till the very last minute.
Carroll with great awareness, too. Got him down.
And you know, the one thing we haven't missed today is having to stop play to review things further by way of instant replay. I don't miss it at all. Been a great ball game for an opener.
Hey, let's get an update. The Bears next Sunday. Now with 3:14 to go and 2 timeouts, they kick away. Walker takes the short kick at 15. And out to the 33.
You talk about a disappointing kickoff. When the Saints needed to kick one out of the back of the end zone to, number 1, have the Eagles start on the 20, and number 2, to take no time off the clock, Morton Anderson comes up with a chili dip down to the 15-yard line. Got under it a little bit too much. Got a little too much sod.
I know that expression from the golf course.
You did wince a little bit when I said chili. That was a whole bowl of chili there.
Gary McCord calls it a Hormel shot. Chili dip.
Well, he's got that Hormel contract, doesn't he?
It's all gravy for him now. And from the 33, for some reason coming out looking to throw. They sack Cunningham for a 6-yard loss. Wayne Martin is having a big day.
And when you sack Cunningham today, you're risking a couple of things. Number 1, injury, and number 2, fumbles. We've seen him fumble 3 times already. Interesting call. Now the Saints have called timeout to stop the clock.
That's the 6th sack of Cunningham today.
That sack almost guarantees that the Saints will get one more shot at it on offense.
Pittsburgh has come back to lead the Oilers now, 29-24. Yes, we could be setting up for a Morton Anderson game-winning field goal attempt, because it's 2nd and we'll call it 17 for the Eagles when they put the ball back into play.
That would be very characteristic of the way Mora and his Saints like to play. Get the big gun there, number 7, in range. And range for Anderson. Last year, he had a 60-yarder against the Bears.
You wonder if he's lost any of that distance, though, with that tendonitis in his kicking knee.
Saw him before the game. He looked awfully strong.
Well, we'll call it 2nd and 16 at CBS. 3:02 remaining. New Johnson. How about that run?
Not only who jumped, but who didn't make the tackle. Saints are offsides here. Now the decision, do you take the penalty, 2nd and 10, or do you bring up 3rd down and what, about 7 yards? See what Kotite decides. They're still talking about it over here.
You might take the penalty just to give yourself another down to use.
Offside, defense, 5-yard penalty, repeat 2nd down.
Now that's a good call, Jim, by you and by Kotite, because a 3rd and 6 or 7 situation is not the best one to be in, especially against this defense of the Saints. So they'll take back that fine gain, but they will gain, if you will, in the same sentence, the same word, an extra down.
2nd down and 11. In the shotgun. 2:54 to go.